Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Rimworld. This was the people's choice via the poll that I run daily, so today we're going to be chipping back into it. It's been a while since I've played this on the channel, and this is a bit of a favourite of mine. I mean, my pace on my channel is much higher these days. I don't play a lot of games for fun off of the channel these days, but this used to be my real go-to. This is my 3 AM zoned out listening to Spotify game and not realizing that it's 3 AM sort of, you know, that sort of thing. Sort of like what The Sims does to people. Rimworld is a phenomenal game. On the poll thing, I'll just say really quickly, obviously this is what the people chose from the poll. Go and check it out on the community tab. There should be a link in the description or even a pinned comment. There'll be 5 games up there that have been chosen by the people. Vote on which one you'd like to see and I'll play it tomorrow. Also, chuck down a comment of a game that you would like to see me cover on the channel. I don't care, it could be anything. I'm open to just about anything. And then the people will vote on that once it goes into the list. So Rimworld, big colony management game. I've got obviously the royalty sort of upgrade thing, which is more of a, well, not quality of life, but it's one of those DLCs that puts more content in. It's not like it tacks on a separate thing. It integrates more stuff into the main game, gives it more missions, which is interesting. Now, we're gonna go new colony. I am actually a sadistic fan of naked brutality on the really hard mode. Now, the thing is, recently I started Long Dark again, and I'm not doing Interloper because while that's a really good challenge for the hardcore individual, it's kind of not watchable from the perspective of a player. I know some people have done this on YouTube, but you'll find that they do like edited content where they strip it down. They've probably had a bunch of false starts and such until they finally got it right. And part of what we do here on the channel is the longer form sort of commentary. So I like naked brutality, but it is essentially too hard, and we'll probably go through 20 episodes of my dude dying from bloody plague or whatever randomly before we get any investment. So we're not going to do that. So I think on the side of that, the crash land is the staple scenario that people expect from Rimworld, and a lot of you are new to the channel because we've had an explosive bit of growth, so this probably makes sense to showcase that first, okay? You've got different difficulties. Oh, it's called lose. They've renamed it. Losing is fun. That's funny. They've renamed all the things. Okay, cool. Random. These are the difficulty sort of AI directors, a la sort of Left 4 Dead, and they throw crap at you. There is a curve that they work on and it's kind of balanced. Cassandra Classic is exactly that. It's just sort of almost linear, right? As the game goes on and your value goes up, you're just going to get bombarded with more and more stuff in a linear progression sort of way. That's more bankable and generally sensible. Cassandra Classic, from what I understand, is a little bit more sort of exponential. Yeah, in its sort of curve. So I think it gives you a lot more grace in the earlier period, but it does ramp up to an equal sort of place later on. Phoebe chillax, whatever. Randy Random is all over the place. Now, going back into my watchability statement, as much as I enjoy Randy Random, it can hit you with big spikes of difficulty, which is fine, but then you can potentially have longer lulls than the other ones. It's good, again, from a hardcore personal perspective, it's cool to play on his mode, but from a watchability and entertaining long form, long play, I actually think Cassandra Classic is going to be the smart move, right? As far as difficulty, we won't obviously put it on the highest one. Adventure story, there's room to grow on, but it's still a dangerous planet. Experienced strategy gamers on their first game of Rimworld, probably not. Experienced players who want a rough story requiring skill to survive. That sounds reasonable. Let's do that. We're going to do strive to survive. We're going to do bloody commitment mode. Reload anytime. Piss off. No. All right. My game bricks. It bricks. There's no save scumming in this community. And I guess that's my seed if people are curious. Now, I'm all about the random start. I don't like mulligans or anything like that. I like to just play with whatever the bloody game throws at me. This is the world. It's like one continent, and it always starts centered, so I quite often like to hit random and go wherever it puts me. Boreal forest, and there's a little community nearby. Alright, well, let's make the most of that. The one thing that I mainly pay attention to is the, animals can graze, yes. Now, where is it? The growing period. 20 out of 60 days. So, like, that's okay, but it's not fantastic. But that's alright, and we're surrounded by bloody desert as well. This is our lot in life, because you could try and migrate, we're not going to really go far. Okay, we'll make the most of it, team. Oh my god, look at this. No, you can get the hell out of here with your green hair. Oh, it looks like they might... Are there new hairdos or something? I don't know. Anyway, so I like to pick my people from... You can mulligan, you can randomize. I don't want to do that. I'll just pick from what I've got. And generally speaking, as a rule of thumb, as long as they're not incapable of something, they get my vote. There you go. You can go up on the top of the list. What about incapable of caring? Oh my god. Okay, this is not the best start. No. And you're addicted to fucking drugs. Incapable of intellectual and artistic. Yeah, that'll do. Incapable of intellectual. Researching and drug synthesis. You know, I'll take that hit before I take the other ones, you know. Firefighting's kind of important. Caring's very important. It's not like oxygen not included. Okay, so there we go. That's our starting. We've got bloody Lawn Sky, Hatchet Moray, and Philly Emily Carr or whatever. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, cool. A little bit of rigmarole setting up the colony, but I tried to blast through it as fast as possible and sort of explain a little bit. Again, I'm pretty good at the beginning, but that's about it. I'm no expert in the long game of any of these games. So you dudes crash, and then we pause immediately, and then we sort of figure out where we're gonna set up. Oh right, it's been a while, man. I went through a phase where I was building in circular. I don't want to build near that. That's bad. You break that open, there's bad stuff in there usually. What's that? Marsh? Okay. And then there's some structures that you can sort of... Oh yeah, there's some there. You know what? Where we've started's not so terrible, to be honest. We're in a half-completed building, you know? Alright, so first we'll unban a lot of the materials that are around so they can be hauled. Oh man, it's good to be playing this again. Good vote, team. Alright, first thing that I'm going to do... Look, I'm no expert, like all of these games. I just go. I'm a dog chasing cars. Allow all. We'll do that. In fact, we'll unpause. Make sure... I like to have everyone does everything in the colony default work. We might mess with the priorities a little bit later on, but for now... Everyone fights. No one quits. So we'll get everyone hauling for the moment. Hunter lacks weapon. Now, who is our best hunter? Be you, Sky. Where are you, Sky? You can have the rifle. And a spew while you're at it. Nice. You can have a revolver. Alright. One of the first things I'm going to do is get a production spot going. I don't know, that'll do there. And I'll tell them to build a bow and arrow. Do until you have one. I like doing that because then we'll have a spare if someone rocks up. So there you go, someone having a good spew, good work. I think you can claim all this, right? Because then they'll repair it. Can I select all those walls? I can't. Okay, I'll just claim them all. Alright. Cool. Need warm clothes. Jeez, we're cold already. Okay, well, as far as clothes, what I'll do is... Same thing here, we'll just queue up tribal wear. I know that's not warm, but it's something. And again, everyone's going to play this differently, right? But I like to go... Make until you have one, right? Because then someone will put it on and then someone will make a new one. So you've always got like a little spare supply. Alright? This bloody turkey has got to go. So we'll get a basic butcher spot going, which isn't the most productive way to do it, but we need to be able to butcher animals when we kill them. And I'll go butcher creature. Generally what I do is I go until you have 10 meat. Then we can have like a meat locker with corpses we haven't cut up that we don't need to cut up yet. But we'll get around to the meat locker thing, I suppose. And then beyond that, tailoring. Like I said, I've got the... you know what I might actually do? Because this isn't the hardest difficulty. I will just make a hand tailor bench straight off the bat. Oh, that's right. They're not allowed to share sitting spaces anymore. That'll do. All right. Look, that's going to give everyone plenty to do. Get him. Get him. Ancient danger. Don't worry about that. That's someone walked near this building here. All right. Nice. So what I'm going to do, I don't normally do it this way, but, you know, each to their own. I'm going to go make patch leather. Do until you have 10, right? Just as a bare minimum. Now, another thing, actually, I'm going to change the priorities already. I personally like having haul and clean at max. Oh, really quickly, this is the priority menu. You can switch between a 1 to 4 system or just a tick system. It's left to right, right? So they will, if on trees like this, they will always firefight, patient, doctor, bit, like in that order. You can see higher priority. Haul and clean are at the bottom priority, and I personally like them being at the top. Especially from playing on high difficulties, all this vomit and blood and all that, it's going to create food poisoning, it's going to create injuries and sickness when people... What are you doing? Meditating. That's different. Your symbol's new. Okay. Anyway, yeah, having a clean house is a big deal. It actually affects a lot of stuff, and that's just personally my take. Wildlife. Let's go hunting. What's something big that doesn't bite back? 2%. Turkey, I guess. Turkey. Hunter lacks weapon. There you go. So you can equip that short bow. And that little warning's gone away. Just really quickly, I don't know how many of you haven't played this game or aren't familiar. This is the needs on it. You click on a dude and go to needs. This is like the most important menu in the entire game, right? These are sort of, not situational, but like event stuff, like 8 without a table, right? That's not really their sim mood, like from The Sims. But these ones are. So you want to try and monitor them, and that tells you where it is and where it's trending towards. So this will move before the bar moves. So they're all right at the moment. As it goes between below these nubs, there's this secret dice roll going on in the background, and each nub is severity, like tier 1, 2, 3, of them having like a mental breakdown. In this sort of first region, not that bad. You can see extreme, major, minor, like they might have a sulk or something like that. Down the bottom, they might have a bloody brutal killing spree and start stabbing prisoners. Like, it's very important to look after their mood. It's probably the core mechanic of this game. Alright, well, we're going to end up with a bunch of meat now. I want to make, oh, well, let's give them colonist beds. Speaking, I know I talked a big thing about mood, but I'm just going to give them shitty beds. They can go sit on those beds. Need recreation variety. Well, we can do that. You can have a horseshoe pin. And then I also schedule anything. Oh, wow, meditate is a thing. Interesting. So I don't let them, I let them sleep when they're tired as opposed to sleep because it's X o'clock, if that makes sense. I need more animal bits. So go to wildlife. See the caribou and that, for example, they've got really lots of meat, lots of fur, that sort of stuff. But even though it's a 2% chance of them getting aggroed when you shoot them, their entire bloody herd can aggro, and that's it. That will be a wipe. We will get killed by 20 caribou. So I might actually just go, boys, 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 let's just harvest all the 0%ers. And on the back of that, let's actually make a proper butcher spot, you know? Alright, so they're not butchering. Oh, okay, so I've missed out on part of my production chain, which is cooking food basically, which we'll just do a campfire. Campfire's fine. Let's do like that. Everyone can wake up. That's why they're not butchering any of these animals, because they're not turning them into food or anything. Bloody cat eating me food. Alright, so now we've got a campfire. And I'm going to say cook simple meal times 4. Do until you have 10. And then after that I go cook simple meal times 1, do until you have 10. Right, so if they've got enough meat to make simple meal, they will. I'll probably skip it straight onto that priority. Oh, I'm not that worried, that's fine. We'll just do that. Now, I believe cooking and butchering has a higher price. Yeah, it does. It's higher than the hunting. Need minor clothes, and we're getting break risks now. Alright, so... what we might do... Who's got a break risk? Moray. Yeah, they've just gone down into there. Disturbed sleep, unsightly environment, slept in the cold, slept outside. Okay, well we might actually start upgrading this little base of mine. Right, up. Alright, so this is a better... you get more resources from this butcher spot than the other. What I might do is... tailor. Might get this moray on a higher priority for tailoring. Cannot make patch leather, need material. Alright, well, I guess we just have to wait for the cooking to continue on. I can tell them to butcher more. Okay. An awful bow. Lovely. Now, when I build in squares, I do like to build like little modular little rooms, which I'll probably do. There we go, give me that. They combine all the different leathers together to make a really crap leather, but at least it's something you can work with. Alright, bear with me, I'm gonna... This is the sort of work order I like to do. Make parka, pants, t-shirt. Right, and we do the exact same thing. One. Now, look, I don't watch other people play Rimworld. Everyone can do their own thing. But the way that this works out is that we will create a storage where everyone just automatically puts on the best clothes for them, and then as required that bit of clothing will get replaced. See, now we've got a spare pair of pants on the ground. Someone's probably wearing armor pants or whatever, right? But the theory is that everyone will be wearing the best piece of clothing at every given time. And we would have to have a destruction philosophy as well for worn out clothes too. One thing that I will do is you take the priority for patch leather and you put it down the bottom. So in theory, they will build these clothes out of whatever they have on hand before they build patch leather. I mean, there might be a scenario where we get down and we don't have enough of anything, including patch leather, and then I'll turn up the amount of patch leather that we make. Need warm clothes. Everyone seems pretty happy though, so like that's fine. Just keep on keeping on, I guess. Well, that's probably not great. They're probably not going to be impressed about having no roof, but need defenses. Yeah, all right. That's a good point. We need to make a kill box. Geez, I've made so many over the years. All right. What are we going to do? I might do something a little bit basic, just for the giggles. Security. So dudes, when they shoot, they can actually shoot in 2 depth. They can stand. Oh, hang on. We make barricades these days, don't we? Let's make wooden barricades. 1, 2, like that. And we'll get some symmetry going as well. Okay, cool. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a little barricaded area so they can all sort of shoot from there. And then what I tend to do, we don't have stone block capacity. That's right, I'll just make wood walls. That'll work. They'll probably take cover there, actually. That's a bit pooey. We'll do something like that. Which means we also have to enclose behind us, because when people come to attack, we want them to come towards our players, not our loot. Oh, this is going to give us a lot of stuff to do. Alright, so I've killed all the 0%ers. Squirrels. We'll kill squirrels. Because they don't really pack together, they're solitary. So if we do accidentally aggro a squirrel, at least it's just on its own. Gee, she just one-tapped that thing with the bow and arrow. Maybe Philly, she's our secret weapon, you know? There you go, so someone's bunged the hat on, and the cowboy hats and all that, and then the hats will be re-queued in the bill. It's good. I like it. It's a good system. For me, personally. Everyone's going to be different, though. Alright. We're going to start enclosing all this. Oh, we got a visitor. So you can check them out. You can trade with them. You can bloody kidnap them and aggro the entire faction that they belong to. Not really the best idea, if we're being perfectly honest. What have you got for sale? We do start with silver, don't we? Assault rifle, hey? Jesus, how much are you selling that for? 600 bucks? Oh, I'll take it. Yeah, alright. What can I sell you? I can sell you my hats and that as well. Short bow. Here you go, have an awful short bow for $2. Every little bit counts. I'll keep the clothes though. And what else are you selling? Yeah, no, that's okay. That'll do. We're gonna give what's her face? Billy the... She's our secret weapon. Even though apparently she's not a great shot, I call bullshit. I think she's a wonderful shot. Oh, we're starting to get break risks that I need to manage as well. You get a bit of a grace period in the beginning. But this isn't a bad sort of kill box to get started, right? The whole idea is that I'm funneling them in to fight my dudes, or to run down a shooting line. Now you can make like a line, you can do all sorts of stuff, but just to get the ball rolling, I like doing this way, right? The whole idea is, with this is that I've got cover, and if I clear all the trees and all that sort of shit, the only way they can fight me is by standing in the open or by running at me, right? So it's a very basic bit of advantage and leverage. A cougar is hunting my cat for food. That's not good. Hang on. Battle stations team. Oh, we've aggroed it. Good work. Alright. Gonna hunt that thing. So someone will go over and bloody slit its throat, I think. Or they'll all just go back to bed, I'm not sure. Could you just, like, kill that thing? Because I don't want it to stand up and recover. We'll kill it and eat it. Yeah, we're going to want to clear all these trees and rubble and all that in this sort of kill field because they will take cover behind them. But I've got other things to do. You know, there's a priority on what needs to be done right now. Yeah, so I like to make little modular rooms, which is like we'll use this as our front door, and like I tend to make 3x3s. Traditionally, is what I've done, but I'm going to try the 5x5. Let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do that. Yeah. Alright, cool. Mad raccoon, alright. Everyone to your battle stations. So it works. One other thing that we need to do is we've got this animal. We need to create a zone, expand allowed areas, and we'll go area 1 and we'll make it our house, right? So when raiders come, because what will happen is our cat will piss off here while I'll be ready to battle. What we'll do is we'll put the cat into area 1 so it goes inside the house to be protected, basically. Alright. So, I'm just going to keep building out of wood for the time being. 1, 2, 3, let's do that, and then... sort of going to just start expanding on the old house. Moray, why can't you... can you not... oh, that's alright, you're just meditating. Okay, I see what's going on. Red fox is hunting ginger, right? We'll go here, animals, area 1. Off you go. So ginger will run inside. Oh. You know what? Let's just go unrestricted and see if ginger runs back outside and that fox comes back. Here we go. Nice. And everyone can go back to work. I said everyone can go back to work. Oh, I had it on pause. Whoops. Really need to prioritize building that. I don't like having holes in my base because if you have a raid from like pirates or raiders or whatever you want to bloody call them, if you've got a hole in your base, they'll just go in that. Oh, there we go. At least now we won't have a hole. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool, so that's going to be like our first sort of room beyond this weird little setup that we've got going on in here. And I'll probably just turn it into like an extended sort of storage. I'll go store, allow all, but I'll make the priority preferred. They'll start shipping everything over there. We'll give them passage into the actual base now. Yeah. It's good for your OCD, you know? Oh, someone's got an excellent cowboy hat there. That's nice. Oh, it's all coming along nicely now. Oh, we could probably do the floors as well. We'll just do them in wood. Oh, okay. Wait, what should we name the local settlement? Hate? Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good. Perfect name for a lovely, comfortable home, you know? Alright, cool. Cool. Well, I guess that's the first sort of episode. Give you an idea of how my brain works and how I like to do it. Look, each to their own. You know, everyone's going to have their own priorities and philosophies. Generally, like broadly speaking, I'm going to continue to modularly improve these rooms. So we're going to get a lot of these 5x5s. This will eventually turn into a 5x5, but this is just sort of a roughers to get the ball rolling. This kill box here I will clear almost entirely if I can and cut all this down as well, just to give them no cover. And then we'll probably start filling it with bloody traps and that sort of thing as well. You can direct them down a corridor. That might be something we'll do a bit later on. But again, it's a very labor-intensive thing. When you've got a colony to run, we need to get crops growing. We need to get research going. So there's a lot of things to consider. But I think we're doing okay. We need to watch these break risks. I haven't really been looking after the mental health of my people. Bit of pain, slept on the ground. Okay, these are things that we can fix. But yeah, it's a spinning plate simulator. You know you love them. We play a lot of this sort of stuff on the channel already. Thanks for requesting this game, guys. I've been dying to go back to it. I'm really happy to be looking at it again. As always, we might just leave it there for the time being, and I will catch you guys on the next one.